Look around you. The phone in your pocket. The car on the road. The computer glowing in the dark. They all share one secret. A secret buried deep in the heart of Africa. It is a metal that powers modern life. It is the fuel of the future. Its name is Cobalt. And more than 2/3 of it comes from one place. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. But this is not a story of progress. This is not a story of innovation. This is a crime scene. Cobalt. A silver-blue metal. On its own, unremarkable. But in the chemistry of lithium-ion batteries, it is irreplaceable. It prevents batteries from overheating. It extends their life. Without cobalt, our devices would fail, our cars would stall, our renewable future would dim. And so, the world became addicted. Demand skyrocketed. Driven by smartphones, laptops, electric cars, and the promise of clean energy. But this addiction came with a cost, because while tech giants speak of sustainability, the truth lies thousands of miles away in the scarred earth of Congo. There, cobalt is not mined with precision machines alone. It is torn from the ground by desperate hands. They call it artisanal mining. But there is nothing artisanal here. Tens of thousands of men, women, and children descend into hand-dug tunnels, sometimes no wider than a body. They breathe dust. They dig without helmets, without support beams, without light. Cave-ins are common. A single collapse can bury dozens alive. Children as young as 6 are seen here. Some carry rocks heavier than themselves. Others vanish into shafts, never to return. For this, they earn $1, maybe $2, for an entire day's labor. Families live on the edge of starvation. Education is abandoned. Childhood replaced by toil. And yet the cobalt flows out of the ground, into trucks, onto ships, into the veins of global commerce. Behind every shiny battery lies the shadow of a child miner, working in silence, unseen. But the cost is not only human. The earth itself is poisoned. Toxic dust drifts across villages. Drinking water is laced with heavy metals. Crops fail. Fish die. Studies show entire communities with damaged lungs, weakened hearts, children born with defects. Mothers breathe the dust while carrying life, and the children inherit the scars. The Congo Basin, once a cradle of biodiversity and one of Earth's great lungs, is being stripped. Trees fall, rivers blacken. The land that should sustain life is now a graveyard of waste. Cobalt may power the green revolution, but in Congo it leaves only black scars. And so we must ask, if Congo has the wealth the world craves, why are its people so poor? The answer lies in a machine built on corruption, smuggling, and theft. Billions of dollars worth of minerals leave the country each year, unrecorded. Smuggled across borders, hidden in shipments, washed clean in foreign markets. Weak oversight makes it easy. Bribes grease the wheels. The state loses billions in revenue. Money that could build schools, hospitals, roads, vanishes into the pockets of elites and shadowy networks. Meanwhile, mining towns remain broken. Families scrape by on dollars. Villages live without electricity, without clean water. The cobalt leaves, but prosperity never arrives. To understand today's crime, we must turn to history. Because exploitation in Congo did not begin with cobalt. In the late 1800s, Congo was seized as the personal possession of a European monarch. His regime turned the land into a vast labor camp for ivory and rubber. Millions were forced to work under brutal quotas. Refusal meant mutilation. Entire villages were wiped out. Historians estimate up to 20 million lives were lost in that era alone. Independence in 1960 offered hope, but the nation was never allowed to stand freely. Coups, assassinations, and foreign interference crippled its future. Congo's resources were too valuable to leave untouched. Then came the Second Congo War from 1998 to 2003, sometimes called Africa's World War. More than 5 million people died, killed not just by bullets, but by hunger, disease, and displacement. Armed groups looted minerals, trading them for weapons. The conflict officially ended, but the looting never stopped. Today, the story continues. The actors may have changed, the stage is the same, and the prize is cobalt. And here is the paradox. The world speaks of clean energy, of sustainable futures, of green revolutions. But at the root of these dreams lies a brutal reality. Every smartphone carries Congo's dust. Every electric car hums with Congo's sacrifice. Every promise of a clean tomorrow rests on the suffering of today. Consumers are told stories of innovation, supply chains are painted green, but the truth is buried, out of sight, out of mind. The world's future is being built on Congo's misery. Behind the numbers are lives, a boy who lost his brother in a tunnel collapse, a mother whose child was born sick after years of breathing dust, a father who smuggles cobalt to feed his family, risking arrest. They are not criminals, they are survivors, trapped in a system larger than themselves. Their voices rarely reach beyond the mines, but their suffering fuels our progress. Congo's cobalt is not just a resource, it is a curse. For more than a century, foreign powers, local elites, militias, and corporations have exploited this land. The methods change, the victims do not. From the rubber terror to the Second Congo War to today's cobalt rush, tens of millions have been lost, generations scarred, and still the cycle continues. This is not just mining. It is theft, it is corruption, it is a crime that powers our world and stains it in blood. Until justice is demanded, cobalt will always shine blue, but bleed red.